Flosstube, welcome back. This is Jody, Simply Stitching Ocala, and this is episode, I think, 26 or 27. I looked, but did I write it down? No. Thank you for watching my channel if you're a returning subscriber, and if you're new here, this is primarily a station about cross stitch. Cross stitch finishes, cross stitch whips, plans, all the things. A little bit of quilting, which I just realized I forgot the other side of the room. So I have quite a few. I haven't done a regular video. I did a whip parade in January, which in the end of January. It's been 2 years since I started my Flosstube journey. So excited about that. I'm pretty much a 12 video a year girl, like maybe once a month. Life is busy and I just don't always feel like I have enough to show, so I just come on when I can. So I have like 9 finishes, I have a bunch of whips, I have some haul. I'll do a quick life update. I hope everyone had great holidays. We were pretty sick. Both my husband and I both had the flu for like 2 weeks in January. And then a few weeks after that, my daughter and grandson got it. I don't know how her husband didn't get it. There's been a lot of people sick. So hopefully you are staying well. It was also really cold here for Florida. That was. It's gotten much warmer. Although today I am wearing a sweatshirt, which you can't see. It's a cute love cross-stitch sweatshirt. I love it. It's by Crazy Designs for You on Etsy, and Crazy is K-R-A-Z-E-E. If you're interested, she has tons and tons of cross-stitch t-shirts. I have t-shirts from her as well. T-shirts, quilting, you know, just like a lot of different crafty hobbies. And she's usually pretty quick about getting orders to you, and easy to work with. So, sorry, that was like, I went off tangent a little bit there, but just doing life. And I thought I would come on. I am having a medically necessary surgery that has taken a little bit longer to get scheduled, but that's happening on Monday the 24th. So I thought, let me come on here and show what I have, because it's probably going to be a while, because it's at least an 8-week recovery. So I've kitted up probably 7 new starts that I would like to start while I'm recovering and sitting around. Hopefully my hands will cooperate and let me stitch. You know, so I don't have to do anything. Like if I just feel like a new start, I'm itching, it's just like ready to go. So let's get into, like I said, I have finishes, haul, whips, all the things. So I am normally a smaller stitcher, but some of the things that I'm going to be working on or starting have been a little bit larger. And I'm trying to basically tell myself I'm a very seasonal stitcher, like very seasonal stitcher. And I have very few pieces. Now I have these in my craft room, these pieces up here, and then there's one there, and then there is one over there you can't see, but these are where I have, like, obviously my stitching room type cross stitches. But as far as everyday stitching in my house, it's pretty much non-existent. I have one small piece in my foyer, and then I have in my pantry, there's shelves in there. My house is very farmhouse, and I do have a cow that says Creamery on it. I can't remember who that was by, but anyways, I have that, and I have a chicken stitch in there, which is Lori Holt. And then from a swap, I have one small one in my bathroom, but that's it. That's, nope, sorry, take that back. There's a farmhouse sign. Yeah, but that's, everything else gets switched out. And so I've really told myself I would like to, our bedroom has no cross stitch in it. My husband would probably like to keep it that way, but I really would like to do like a next to my quilt ladder on this side, or on another small wall on the other side of a closet, still where the quilt ladder is in my room. I would like to do some everyday cross stitch that I could keep up, kind of like in a little collage form. So that's one of my goals for this year, even though I'm still currently working on seasonals, because I realized that when I just switched out, took Valentine's down and put up Easter Springs, since I will be recovering, and I had I have no smalls put in my dough bowls, like none. So I was like, I need to make some of those. So I'll show one that I've already worked on and another one I've started for that. So let's get into, I think we'll do finishes first. So let's see. So I also have been trying to work on at least one of my whips, like older whips, a month. And so this one, I had shown this during my whip parade. It's July 4th, 1776 house. It's by Primrose Cottage. It was a PDF. So it's just, it's this. And so it was super small. And all I had, this is older when I was stitching, sorry, on 16 count. And all I had left was like to fill in the house. So I don't know what took me so long, but I was like, Jody, just get it finished. So I did get it finished. I don't know, because it's older, I don't know what count. I mean, I know the count is 16 count, but I don't know what the fabric is. I'm sure it's a fiber on a whim, but it's cute. And then I already had this little red Ashland. I feel like that's Michael's. Anyways, it had a saying here where that white is underneath there, but you know, I just covered it up with some fabric. Anyway, so I'm glad that I was like, just get that finished. It only needs a few stitches, right? So sometimes I don't know why did I stop? Why did I just not finish it? I don't know. And so then I have quite a few Valentine stitches. I don't know. I was just on a roll this year. Again, seasonally stitching and not working on what I said I wanted to work on, but that's okay. First up is, this one is Hugs and Kisses, and this is by the Crafty Bluebonnet, and this is done on a 20 count color and cotton harvest wheat, and it was the call for colors, except I added the aqua, which was a Cosmo floss that I had, and it's just a tiny little pillow, and the X's don't show up as well on the fabric, but that's okay. And I feel like I might just put this one up there. I might just keep this one out all year round with the spool. Yeah, it has hearts on it, but that's okay. I feel like instead of just putting it out for Valentine's, because it doesn't actually really go with my Valentine stuff. So I think I'm going to actually just keep that one out year round. Another one that's for my sewing room. This one is Sewing Sundries. This one's October Fiber House, and this one is done on Fiber on a Whim Cream and Sugar on 20 count. And so this is what, let me try to hold it. Try to hold it. Sorry, I know I don't have any nails on. I normally have nails on, but since I'm getting surgery, I didn't have nails on. This is making it appear like super bright. It's looking, that tomato is looking really neon. It's really not. It's really a darker red. I believe I used some of the called for colors, and then some I didn't. I just found ones in my stash that were like, and then I just finished it with some Lori Holt Rickrack I had, and this Lori Holt Be Stitch Me fabric, and then a little pin with a button. And again, that'll go somewhere up here for everyday leave out. And Then let's see. So then this one is, I believe this is a free pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. And this one is Made with Love. And this one is done on a 20 count Stitch Me fabric called Dusty Cottage. And again, I just picked colors that were similar as to what the called for was, which is mostly what I do. Like I normally don't order the called for, and if I have it in my stash, then I use it. If not, I pick something close. And then this is just like a little cute ladder. So this was Leaning from Hobby Lobby. I feel like they came out in the summer or fall because it had a little sign that I took off that said like apple orchard or apple pie. I don't remember, but so I just put the backing fabric again. That's a Lori Holt Stitch Me, and just hot glued it on there. I am definitely a hot glue girl. I know a lot of people don't do that. I'm fine with it. Like, I feel like for me, most of the things that I'm seasonally using around my house are for me. My kids, my daughter, not interested in cross stitch. I don't feel like it's any kind of legacy that I'm leaving for them. I mean, maybe they'll keep one when I'm gone just to say like, oh, that was my mom's cross stitch kind of thing, right? But after losing both my parents in the past few years, you just realize you have so much of your own stuff that you don't necessarily want a lot of others things. You'll keep a few things that are special to you. But so like I'm okay with the hot glue. And if for some reason it pops off, because sometimes I'll take something out of the bucket when I seasonally switch out, I'm like, I'll just hot glue it back on. So the next one, this one is Be My Valentine. And this one was the Primrose Cottage, the Free Stitch Friday. And this one is Atomic Ranch, but I didn't write down the name, 20 count, so I'm sorry. And then this is not the called for colors. These are my own colors that I substituted and picked. Because I feel like, I'm not sure if theirs were more pink. I don't remember. And I don't know where the chart is. But anyways, and again, I used the Lori Holt Stitch Me fabric, and I just did the little closure in the back. So this turned out super cute. It was super fast and easy to stitch. So if you want to get their Free Stitch Friday patterns, you just need to go to Primrose Cottage's website and you sign up for their newsletter. And then I believe, even though it's Free Stitch Friday, I believe it normally comes out on Thursday. And I think, is it the last Thursday of the month or the first Thursday of the month? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Sorry. But if you're interested in getting the Free Stitch Friday pattern from Primrose Cottage, just like I said, go to their website and sign up for their newsletter. All right. I'll just go on to this next one, which was also a Primrose Cottage. And this one is called Valentine's Alphabet. And this one is on Fiber on a Whim Morganite 20 count. And I actually used the called for DMC on this one. And then I don't know what color that is. That's a Lady Dot Creates Chenille, but I don't remember what color that is. And then, so this is from, I believe, Woodpile. I believe that's Hobby Lobby. There's a tag on the back, Woodpile, wood sign with black metal stand, $5.99. I'm sure I got, yeah, Hobby Lobby on sale. So this is what it actually looks like. If you can see, so it's a metal, but it must have been in the because it says Woodpile. So it must be in the unfinished craft section. I don't know. I've had it for a while in my stash. And I just thought it was like the perfect size for this Valentine stitch. So that's a really cute stand for other things too. I need to think about maybe getting a couple more of those. And continuing still with the last Valentine, this one is hands-on design. She does her and her husband Bill's anniversary is close to Valentine's Day, and so every year she puts out a free chart. This is not this year's. I don't know if this is last year's or 2 years ago. I don't remember. If you go to, I believe you go to Hands-On Design, if you go to her website and you go to her blog and you search free or anniversary, because I think they're called anniversary tokens. Anyways, the past free ones will come up. So she has, you know, quite a few of those. And this one was called Love You Too. And so I finished very similar to what she did. That little stitch that you see on the bottom, she did on perforated paper, which I don't have. And I was like, I still did it the same. Let me see if I hold like this. Nope, that's not gonna work. Excuse me, I still have lingering cough. I just did it on a small piece of Aida, 20 count Aida, and then I stitched around the edge. So even if it frayed a little, it wouldn't go past that point. I mean, but it's a pillow that's gonna just sit out, so I don't really think, you know, it's more like if I'm moving and putting it away that it could fray. And then I just used like a blue check on the bottom and some red twine that I had and a button. So this was out for Valentine's as well. So those were all the Valentine's finishes. Then I don't ever normally stitch things for people and give gifts because I just feel like I like it. I like it for me, but that doesn't mean other people will like it. Well, we had friends that were supposed to be coming up last weekend, and when she comes to my house, she's made comments in the past about like, oh, someday am I going to get a cross stitch? I love it. She said the same thing about quilts, and I finally did. She does have a quilt for me now. And I said, you know, it's a lot of hours, you know, to make things. And I thought, well, her and her husband are both huge coffee drinkers. And the Stitching with the Housewives just came out with some coffee sassy strippers. So they're super small. And I thought, you know, I don't want to make something huge. You don't want to like frame something like here, put it up on your wall. Like, I don't want to do that to somebody. That's just me. And I was like, you know, I text her husband and just said like, hey, I can't remember. Do you guys have like a coffee bar? Or I couldn't remember if the stuff was just on the counter at their house. And he's like, yeah, we have a coffee pot and stuff. So out on the counter, I was like, okay, so it's like a smaller area. So I don't want it to be something huge. So I just did, and I didn't want to add a bunch of embellishments or ribbons. I was keeping it super simple. Again, going to somebody else's house. So I just had this wood block that had a saying on the front. And all I did was just the fabric behind it and just the stitch itself. I did change the colors in the stitch because the flower on the mug and the flowers are supposed to be sunflowers and they were yellow, and that doesn't really go in her kitchen. So, you know, but it's super cute. It's small. I think this is like 3 by 4. So I thought it would be just a cute decor. They have oak cabinets in their kitchen just to set on the counter with their coffee stuff. And then the last, let me get a sip of water, sorry. The last fully finish I have is The Bunny and the Bee, and that's by Annie B's Folk Art. And I don't know why, again, it's 20 count. I did not write the fabric name down, so that's shame on me. And I did not use the called for colors because I was pulling the called for colors, and you can see, so this is, I took a picture. I do this a lot of times with my phone because most of the time, even if it's not a PDF, I scan the pattern on my printer, all the pages, and I make it a PDF because for me and my eyes and stuff, I just like being able to zoom in on my tablet. And so a lot of times if I'm going to change the color, I take a picture of the colors with the chart, and then I go in and like white out on the computer and put the new colors, like so that I'm not having to like look. But when I went to go pull the colors, as you can see, even by just the colors that are, this is their key, this is their colors. I was pulling the colors and I was like, these look, and I didn't bring the cover photo in here, but these look so much darker than the cover photo. I was like it looks like brighter, it looks brighter pinks, the flowers, but the color you were pulling were like dark maroon, and it just looks so different, which again, it can be how it's photographed, right? But I was like, I like how it looks in the cover photo. So I said, you know what? I'm literally just gonna look at the cover photo and pick the colors off the cover photo. And so that's what I did. And I wanted it to look like the cover photo, and this really looks like the cover photo. So I can tell you I used Cherry Fizz. So these were all, I'm pretty sure, yeah, these are all Color and Cottons. So I used Cherry Fizz, Raven, Sargasso Sea, Barrel Cactus, Dewdrops, Point Shoes, Bedrock, Sleigh Ride, Funnel Cake, and Serenade. And I absolutely love how it turned out. And this is a larger stitch for Jody. I think, I mean, it's not large, it's larger, but obviously from all those small ones I just showed you, I think it's like a 4.5 by 9 or 10. And I had my grandson on Monday, and I've been trying not to go anywhere because I don't want to get germs since everybody's been sick before surgery. And we went to Hobby Lobby, and like I looked around and looked around because I wanted something to, I wanted to finish this and put, you know, even though I'm not putting this out yet because this will go with like summer. I put summer out after Patriotic, and it's bees, strawberries, and lemons, kind of just, that's my summer theme. Anyways, but I just wanted to have it finished because I just loved it. And I actually did stitch this in a week. Now it's a lot of letters. Everything's very spread out. It's not that dense, although there are some, I mean, and it was light, like this lighter color here kind of fades in, but that's how it was on the cover photo. Anyways, so I ended up just buying this frame at Hobby Lobby that had some kind of saying on it. I think it was actually like in the kids section. And then I just did the sticky board and put fabric back there to cover the whole thing up, and then put this on it. And I had bows out, I had ribbons, I had buttons, I had all the stuff to like do some kind of embellishment, and it just, everything kept looking too much. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it just like this, and I love it. I did buy, hold on, I'll show you. I did buy at Hobby Lobby, I just bought a few of these because I thought they were cute. They have these crochet, at mine, all they had were these yellow, they had these crocheted flowers and crocheted strawberries. And so I just got a couple that I'll use in the summer with my strawberry decor, but I just thought they were so cute and unique, and I hadn't seen them before. So, I guess we'll go to whips next. So I'll do this one, just this one's not in a project bag. I'm currently working on this. I should take it out. So like I said, I went and I put out my Easter decor, and I was like, I have no small like dough bowl stuff. So I was like, I need to stitch up a few. So I have, and I didn't bring the project bag in here, darn it. I'm not sure. Well, wait, let me see if I can see right here. I think it's 20 count. I think it's 20 count Winter Mint by Atomic Ranch. And so I'm stitching some out of this Jelly Bean Jubilee, which Michelle Cunningham, who's super sweet. I met her at StitchCon, not in 2024, but in 2023. And she brought me this as a gift, which was super, super nice. And so finally getting around to doing something out of it. So I The first one I did, and I don't want to, even though I want to finish it, I don't want to finish it yet because I need it to be able to fit in my hoop. So that's why it's on here like this. So I did the first one, and I don't remember what it's called. This one right here. Let me get the book. It is called, and again, I didn't use the called for colors. I picked something similar, and then I actually changed. This one is called Easter Parade. I actually changed, like the bunny ears are supposed to be white, but I didn't feel like they would show up well enough. And his shirt is supposed to be white, and I made it a light blue, and then his bottom's like a darker blue. But it's super cute. It'll be super, super tiny, because again, it's on 20 count. And so the next one with the flowers down below that you're seeing, that one is going to be Tiptoeing Through Tulips. So it's going to be this one. And again, picked my own color, something that's similar. And then I should have enough room to do one more out of here on this piece. And I think I'm going to do Jelly Bean Delivery, which is this one. They're all so adorable. But again, I'm going to change the colors of what's in the basket. It'll probably be more like pinks and blues, and then I'll put all of these in a basket together. So Michelle, thank you again so much for this book. I know it's taken me a while to get around to using it, but I love it and excited to do all of those little stitches for my dough bowl. Sorry, I'm in a different spot, as you can tell, because my craft room is messy. I don't know when it's not messy. All I do is clean it up, mess it up, clean it up. You know, it's a cycle. If you're a crafter, you know, it's a cycle, right? Okay, next whip. Sorry for the noise. This is in a Tiger Lily, beautiful dragonfly folder. And then this one is called, and this one after the fact, this one is called The Robins Are Here. Where's the cover photo? Where is, sorry. Well, oh, sorry. It was stuck under here. So this one is called The Robins Are Here. And after the fact, right, because I'm doing all those spring other ones, I was like, I should have changed the colors, because the colors are actually pretty dark. They're not necessarily springy. To me, these are more fall colors. So I have pretty much most of it done, except the male robin. But I mean, it's still adorable. I just, in hindsight, I wish, sorry, I'm very disorganized today. I wish I would have changed the colors, just to make them a little brighter and springier to go, with my stuff, but that's okay. So this is, if I would, I've been jumping around on things, but this is probably, I could get that done in a night, probably. I mean, I normally only stitch, last night I only stitched an hour, yesterday at night. I mean, I usually stitch about 2 hours a day, which is in the evening. Obviously recovering from surgery and not supposed to be doing stuff for quite a while. I really have all these high hopes. I really hope that I can get a lot of stitching done. So that's my hope. Okay, the next one, and I don't have this one. I'm working on my iPad because I had scanned it on my tablet. So I don't have, do I have my color change sheet? I have that in here. Is Things Unseen, right? Things Unseen. It's the 3-part, it was years ago, a mystery stitch along by Lizzie Kate. You can now only get it at 1, 2, 3 stitch. I saw my friend Sarah was doing it, which is Stitchy Sarah Reads on Instagram, and AllieCat13, and they were talking about doing it. And then Mrs. Jones Holly was doing it, and like they had already kind of started different times, stopped. Allison's has been like a long whip. Karen Benton Station Crafter. I think Michelle Lee Quilts. I feel like there's somebody else. Anyways, I was like, you know, I have wanted to do that. So I'm sorry I didn't bring it. I'm sure you've seen it. Things Unseen, Lizzie Kate. You can get the 3-part series at 123 Stitch. You can get the embellishments. I have the patterns, but I don't have the embellishments. So at some point I'll have to get those. But I did change because I wanted mine to be a little bit brighter and more colors, because this is something, like I said, this would be something that I would probably keep in my house all year long, up in my bedroom for the new area. So I did convert. This is all I have done so far, is just the first line. And that pink, so that pink is supposed to be Boysenberry by Weeks Dye Works, which is more, I would say, of a purple pink, I would say. And I'm using Color and Cotton Barn Red. And then that blue is supposed to be a different color. I'm using Bobbins by Color and Cotton. And then the onyx color, I'm using Color and Cotton Paving Stones. So I really would like to work on this. Now, there's a huge border on this, and it doesn't seem like it would take that long, but it's a lot of stitching. So, because a lot of times normally when I stitch, I'll stitch a section like in that border with it. And then when I move down, you know, I don't think I'm gonna do that, or I haven't currently done that, because I'm like, you know, I don't know, maybe I won't do the border, or maybe I'll just do like a thin line and not do the whole border. I don't know. So that's why I haven't done it. But yeah, so again, this, I just took a picture of, in the chart, I took a picture of the symbols and what they were, and then made my own column. So these were the symbols, and they're called for weeks. And then I just made a column next to it to say what my colors are. So I just have this, and like I said, I scanned it, and because I feel like this chart's hard to read, it's small. Definitely have it bigger, blown up on my, so I could just show you. So these are the sorry, really, really messy, but these are the gorgeous Color and Cotton flosses for Things Unseen. So, and I started after they were starting, because I was waiting on an order from Color and Cotton so that I could, I wanted to convert it to Color and Cotton. Sorry about the noise. I've just been trying to up my Color and Cotton stash a little, and that's in this adorable bag by Como Stitches. The next one, also in an adorable bag by Como Stitches. If you don't know Jess, go check her out, Como Stitches on Instagram, and she does a sale every Friday night. She does a live on Friday mornings, and she ships out, you know, within a day or two. So it's great. So the next one, these are spring salt box. There's 2 of them. Oh, damn, if I have the cover. So this, I apologize. I'm gonna have to start, because like I said, I'm scanning it and then using it from there. Anyways, it's still my Q-snap. I was working, I was on a Zoom with friends the other night, and I was doing some fill-in. So that's pretty much, I think, all I have left. I had filled in the whole house while we were chatting. So I have to do the fill-in of the roof, and then the fill-in of all of the white around. But that's a good project for like when you don't have to think. Like, we're taking my grandson camping in our travel trailer just tomorrow, just for one night. We've never taken him before, so we're excited. That's going to be fun. But like, if I want to take something like stitching, I might take something like this, right? Where I don't even have to look at a pattern. All I have to do is fill in. So I love when you have a good fill-in pattern. All right, and then the last whip That's been, this one is still, this one's hanging around forever, and it's going to be here for a while because, again, oh, and this is in a gorgeous, this is in a Tiger Lily Keeper, which I know she's going to be releasing some peacock ones. I don't know. It's this week. I know she's releasing it to her Patreon first. So this one is This Happy Morning, and I know I've showed this before, and I'm doing the dark version up top. Last time I showed it, I don't think I had any progress on the barn, and I hadn't taken it all the way across, and I haven't worked on it in a couple weeks, but I had gotten in a groove and I was working on it quite a few days after I had finished that that patriotic whip, because this is, you know, this has been around since, let me see, where's my project card? I feel like I started this, oh, there it is. I feel like I started this August, let's see. Yes, August of 23. So, it's been around for a while, and it'll continue to be around for a while. Also, I know I've mentioned before, I'm not doing all of that grass down here at the bottom. It's just going to have like a strip of grass and like that's just so much more. And again, for somebody who does small projects, that's a lot. So since the last time I showed it, sorry, it's, I had clips, but I don't know. Okay, there they are. I didn't iron it. It was still in my Q-snap. But I just wanted to show it because I did get like all of the border all the way across. So like a lot done. So that is the width that it's going to be. And then, so I got like all of this done, and then I started the barn. So, and this again, this is done on 20 count fiber on a whim night sky. And I just love it on this dark fabric. I mean, technically, is it supposed to be, you know, it has like some deer in it, and I don't know if those are snowflakes. I don't know. I don't know if this one, if it's supposed to be Christmas, but the barn, and I did change out even the called for colors on the barn, because some of the flosses are different on this darker version, you know, versus the lighter version. But the pink, it was just like too fluorescent-y pink that they had. And so I did change it out, I believe, for Tennessee red clay. But anyways, I just love it. So I need to get back to that. And then, like I said, I didn't bring those in here. And I always post on my Instagram stories, usually daily. So I will post some progress if I start new. But like I said, I think I kitted up like 6 or 7 new projects to start. And then I'll just show you just a little bit of haul. So my friend Jess, Como Stitches, I gave her a list, and she went to Color Cotton in person because it's about an hour and a half from her. And they were having a 20% off sale. So I got some more Color and Cotton to add to my stash. And my plan is I have like acrylic floss drops. One of my plans, hopefully while recovering, is to take them off of these, put them on those acrylic drops, use my label maker and make a label, because I do feel like these cards, for me, I feel like I'm rough on them. I do feel like they tear a little bit easier. So that's just been something I wanted to do. So I'm going to finally hopefully take the time to do it. I'll show you just a little bit of fabric haul. So I have never ordered from LFA Linens, which is Legacy Fiber Arts. And I know that she hasn't been dyeing for a while because Carrie from Tiger Lily loves it. And that's where I had heard about it from. And anyways, she had I'm signed up for their newsletter now, but she had talked about it like because she just got new linens and all the things. And I was like, you know, I just want to go look at them. Like, I don't stitch on linen. I stitch on Aida. That's what my eyes like, and that's what I enjoy. And so I was like, well, sometimes I just go look at these linens that people are talking about just because I want to see, you know, the prettiness of them. And lo and behold, I went on there and they had in stock at the time it was only one in stock, and it was a 20 count Aida called Millstone. And oh my goodness, it's like a greeny tan. I don't even know if it's going to show up well in here. I absolutely love it. And so one of my new kit ups to start is Every Opening Flower by With My Needle and Thread, which I know everybody has stitched it already. And I didn't bring those in here, but I did get the Vicki Clayton silks, her conversion, and I just feel like it's going to look beautiful. That's what I'm going to do it on. That is on this Millstone by LFA. So I'm super excited about that. I do have, I went on a whole like fabric buying spree. I don't know, because I feel like I just want to start all these different things, and I just feel like, you know, it is harder for me generally to find 20 count. And so I've just been on the hunt for some 20 count different places, and when they have it in stock, I order it. So I do have an order coming from Evertote from Roxy Floss that's on its way here, but it won't be here till next week still because it took a couple weeks. I have a couple more. I got some from XJU Design on Etsy. I'll show you that. So I got another one of Marbled Bunny. And this is a really good neutrally color. It has like a peachy undertone, but I really like it. And then also from her, and I've already used a piece, is Old Mushroom. It's more tans. And I have a couple others that are on their way. She's out of Hungary, and so they take a while to get here. And then a couple others that I purchased. Oh, this is also Old Sheep from XJU Designs. And then a couple others. I got this one. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do on this. This is actually 22 count Aida called A Little Sassy from Bestitch Me. So I've never seen 22 count Aida. It does have like it has a lot of modeling on this one. I feel like it has like really like fall vibes for me. So still not sure what I'm going to stitch on that, but I liked it, and I was getting others. So I was like, I'm going to get it. This one is really pretty. I got Sugar Cream Pie from Bestitch Me in 20 count. And I got Blush in 20 count from Bestitch Me. Really pretty pink. This one is vintage. Yeah, this one is vintage 20 count. It's like a dusty rose. It's really pretty though. I really like her fabric. I was in her fabric club for a long time, and then I was like, I need to stop for a little bit. This one is called Vanilla Latte. Again, like a creamy, yellowy. What else? But I'm not sure what other. And then last but not least, this one, which I've had and I use it all. So that's why I got, this is not another sampler. This is a really great basic from her in a 20 count. So there's a lot of stuff coming out at market. I had originally signed up to go to market, but then with some health stuff, that's not happening. But that's okay. I can't go there to do all the pre-orders and bring them back. But hopefully at the end of March, I can get some new stuff in my Etsy store, which is Simply Stitching Ocala. And I do cross stitch patterns and finishing bundles and different stuff like that. So I'm excited, trying to think. I don't know if you guys like what your favorites are. Of course, several of the With My Needle and Threads, the Quakers, which are great. So I didn't bring that in here also, but I have a kitted up the With My Needle and Thread fall one I got the Vicki Clayton silk conversion for that one also. And that's when I want to start during recovery. And it's so great because her new one, so I have the Christmas, which I haven't done in the fall. And then now at Market, she's coming out with, I think it's called Freedom, and that's a patriotic one. And then she has, I think maybe it's supposed to be spring, but to me it also could be like every day, but you could use it as spring. So that would be something where you could buy one piece, you know, from like Chantel 141, like one of her wood pieces or a frame, and just change it out seasonally, which I ordered a couple things from Chantel, but she has a new product y'all should check out. I think it's called Stitchmate, but it's where you can actually like customize what size board that you want her to cut. So there's a couple different like ranges to choose from, and then within that range you tell her like, oh, I want it to be 6 by 10 or whatever. So which is really, really cool. So I'm excited about some of those projects. Also I just saw Plum Street yesterday. I really like the Friendship one. And Tomato Hill, of course, which I believe that was a retreat piece. So I'm excited about those. You know, I always get excited and you buy all the things, and then I'm like, as Market comes around to this year, I'm like, what did I buy last year from Market? Because I don't know if I've stitched any of it. So if you're like me, but it's always fun just to, all the new designs out at once are really fun. And Lindy Stitches is doing that Start-a-thon, I think it's called. So we'll just see that. So, and that's kind of along the lines of the Jingle Ball. And I believe the tickets are $10, and it's the last weekend in March. And it's kind of like you can just be in stitchy rooms talking with friends. I think they're going to do speed dating, I read, again, where you talk to somebody somewhere else that you've never met before for like a minute or no, 5 minutes. I can't remember. I did it at Jingle Ball, and then maybe it's 2 minutes. I don't know. It's short because I would be talking and whoop, it would cut us off and you go to the next person, but it was super fun. And I think she said there might be some designer pop-ins. So I'll just see how I'm feeling. But that might be something fun to do. And like I said, I think the tickets are only $10 for you to get to pop in and stitch with people. I think it goes from Friday night to Sunday evening, the last weekend in March. Okay, so I had stopped recording, thought I was finished, and I forgot. I just wanted to show my quilting projects really quickly. So I'm going to figure out some place where I can insert that during the video time. So first, I just wanted to quickly show that I am doing the Callie & Co. Mystery Block of the Month, and that is by Coriander Quilts. And I'm doing that with some of my friends, Felicia, who is Floss and Blocks and has an Etsy store on Instagram, AllieCat13, which is Allison Norris, Jess Como Stitches, and then Karen Benton Station Crafter. We're all doing it together, and it's a free, if you go to Coriander Quilts, it's a free block of the month. So each month one block comes out about mid-month on a Saturday morning, and she has awesome YouTube tutorial to go with it. So, and you can go to her blog and she gives you all the fabric information on what you need. And you don't have to use, so she'll give you what you need for fabric. And I'm actually using the Callie & Co. fabric, but you could use a Fat Eighth bundle and yardage that you already have. So this is the first block, so you can see it. And as we're stitching the blocks, there's also these cutoffs when you do these corner pieces that we're going to be using for something later on. She says we don't know what it is, but so that's exciting though, that you have something else to use from the pieces that we're discarding. And then this was the second block that just came out last week. So we do pre-cut the majority of the fabric before you start. So then there's only a little bit of cutting, or of course trimming up blocks, but I feel like it goes much faster. The whole cutting all the fabric takes a long period of time, but then it goes pretty fast. And then I was just going to show you 2 different quilts that I finished since the last time. So this one, oh, sorry, there's like thread on it. So this one is the Swoon Along. So originally I was going to make it into a bed quilt and make more blocks because I found the blocks that I had started years ago that I never did anything with. And then I decided nope, because Camille Ross Kelly is coming out with a cheater print in this fabric line that they're reprinting later this year. And I'm going to make the bed quilt out of a cheater print because I just love the cheater print. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to make this a throw because it's a big throw. So I know I've showed these before. These are the huge spoon blocks, and I did these with this quilt along with some of my friends. Some of my friends haven't done it or haven't gotten to it yet, but they will. But anyways, I can't show it on here. It's huge, but I'm excited. I'm just excited to have it finished. When my husband was sick, he literally used this every day because it's a large throw because the blocks I think are 24 inches and there's 9 blocks. So I was happy to have that finished. And then another one that I saw, I was like, this is done. So I finished this quilt top in 2018 and it just sat. So I was looking in my cabinet at my whips and I thought, all I need to do is quilt it. And you know, I don't have a long arm or anything. I just have my home machine. So a lot of times I like to do, which I did on here, wavy lines. It's basically like a zigzag stitch just with the width and length extended. And I don't remember, again, it's from 2018 and I don't have it. So it's actually hearts. So I had it out for Valentine's. And I feel like the black fabrics are Sweetwater fabric line, but I don't remember. So I apologize because I don't have it written down anywhere. But it's a decent sized quilt also. So here's what it looks like. And then the back is like a black grunge. It's like a black gray grunge, hard to tell. But I love the black wavy lines on the mint. I think it turned out really cute. So I was happy to have like a whip done from so long ago. So just wanted to show my quilty progress as well. So I hope that the weather for all of the people not in Florida starts to warm up for you guys and you all thaw out. And I hope that you get lots of stitchy time in. And again, my videos are usually pretty, you know, sporadic, but I do always post on Instagram, Simply Stitching Ocala, in my stories, if you ever want to just check out and see what I'm stitching on while I'm in recovery mode. So I appreciate you watching and I look forward to seeing you again sometime soon in the future. And until then, happy stitching!